Hey gang, welcome to Thursday. We are pretty close to the end of this week. We're going to keep this short because yesterday was really long. Today we're going to continue diving into the world of t-shirts. Hopefully yesterday you enjoyed a little bit of the intro, and today is probably, out of the 3 days that we're doing this, going to be the most interesting of the three for me because it's all about the people behind the shirts, although the machines behind the shirts are pretty sweet too. Remember, submit your pictures, your wildlife pictures for the photo challenge. And then yesterday, our Where in the World challenge. Many of you fancy yourself experts of Japan. However, this one was kind of a stumper, and that was probably because a lot of the clues I gave were not super specific to Japan. A handful of you did manage to guess that Japan, in fact, was our country for Where in the World yesterday. So congrats to you all on that. Tomorrow, just kind of a quick word. Tomorrow we have a guest speaker, a young lady named Miss Sanchez. Miss Sanchez is from the Philippines. She's going to school here at the University of Minnesota here in the United States, and she has graciously volunteered to give us some of her time tomorrow for a guest speaker. Now, I could tell you about the Philippines. I could learn about it. I could find some videos about it, but it's going to be nowhere near as rad, as awesome, as excellent as hearing from, someone who is from the Philippines, from a Filipino who is able to speak more clearly and thoughtfully about their culture. So, if we were to have a normal guest speaker, like in the classroom, I would still go over some expectations with you. And since we're not in the classroom and this is a little abnormal, I'm still going to go over some of the expectations with you. First of all, the times. If your last name's A through K, like you are the A cohort, you will be meeting or having our guest speaker from 12:30 to 12:55. 12:30 to 12:55 for last names A through K. The B cohort, last names L through Z, you will be at 1:10. At 1:10 to 1:35. 1:10 to 1:35. So it's a little bit different tomorrow. Instead of just kind of, show up at 12:30, the A group is 12:30 to 12:55. The B group is 1:10 to 1:35. I've already let Miss Jeffrey know, so it's okay that you're going to be late to science. And I'd really love, speaking of being late, I'd really love to have you join tomorrow. Try and make it if you can. If you can't make it, I get it. There will be an alternative activity if you're unable to make it. We've got an ed puzzle that you'll be able to do. It won't be the same, but I get it. If you can't make it, I understand. But 12:30 or 12:55, please see if you can make it. And if you've got like band or choir that's interfering, just kind of flip to make that work. But those are your times for tomorrow. Second thing you should know about tomorrow is the link. It will be different. It won't be our normal live link. So if you've got like that bookmarked or you plan on using that, don't use that. Our link for tomorrow will be in our agenda post for tomorrow. That is the link you should use for the live lesson tomorrow. And then just finally some expectations. You remember at the beginning of the year I talked about how everyone participates. I talked about be bold. I talked about own it, be kind. Those same in-class expectations apply to tomorrow. But it looks a little bit different when you have like a guest speaker on a big old Google Meet. So first of all, engage. The chat will be disabled. However, you will be able to ask questions using the Q&A feature in Google Classroom. I've got a little how-to video linked that you can watch, but you will be able to ask questions. But again, it's through the Q&A feature, not the chat feature. Also, part of that engagement is cameras. I know for some of you, your Wi-Fi, it doesn't work well when you've got your camera on, or maybe, you've got your Uncle Vinny in the background, and ever since the incident, he's, trying to keep a low profile, and he doesn't want to broadcast his image out there because he's got some people looking for him. I get it. If you can't put your camera on, if you don't want to put it on, that's your choice. I respect that, but I would love it if you could, because Miss Sanchez is going to be presenting to you, and it's much more comfortable to present to a wall of faces than it is to a wall of just blackness. So if you can turn your camera on, that would be great. So we don't got, just like the little letter icons in the black background, but we've got faces. That would be fantastic. Again, if you've got questions throughout the presentation, pop them into the Q&A feature instead of popping them into the chat feature. I will moderate that and help get those to Miss Sanchez. And then Leslie, have some fun. Like I said, it's way cooler to have a guest speaker joining us to speak and share her culture than it is to have me. So have some fun with that. So anyway, I just wanted to cover those expectations for tomorrow. That's also your journal question for today. Just really want to make sure that you know about engagement, that you know about cameras, how to answer questions, the fun, the link, all of that good stuff. On to today. Today is just day 2 of Planet Money. You should have completed the day 1 stuff yesterday. If you didn't, for whatever reason, well, back it up to yesterday. Start there. Remember, you can do this all on your own without me, but there are also some helpful videos embedded right within there within the Google Slides, and it's like having your own little mini pocket Canton to join you. But that's really all I've got for today. Your question for the day, of course, is just recapping those expectations. That's all I got. Remember, be bold, be good to each other, and be good to yourselves. See ya.